some women say, girl, wash your face. And I'm over here like, girl, put some dirt on your face. It's going to be one of those days. I will be sharing my self-care routine for my face because I get a lot of questions about it. But first, I did start off with washing my face, and we're going to get into that in a second. But if you are new to my channel, if you've never watched one of my videos, you probably didn't laugh at that joke, and you're just getting to find out that I have a very, very, very dry sense of humor. So if you can bear with it, you might be able to learn some things from me. I'm Rosalind of RareByRosalind.com. I'm an alternative medicine consultant. I show up online to help people like you with a desire to improve your home, your hope, your health, and your happiness. So we are going to get to it. I started off with washing my face because I wanted a clean canvas because we will be painting shortly. And I started off actually with my favorite. This is unopened. I didn't want to bring out my soap, but I use this charcoal face bar, my absolutely favorite charcoal face bar. And if you want information on it, I'll put like a little description in the caption about where you can get it and how it works. Still got some water right here. And I am starting with a fresh face because we will be making the simplest bentonite clay mask here shortly. So I'm prepared for that. So fresh face. The only thing I will do, I'm not worried about the brows or anything like that because I do plan on putting it all over my face, but I will put some lips. And this is my favorite toxin free. That smell. It's not one of those like overpowering smell, but it's like sweet. It has like this sweet smell. Oh, my favorite toxin-free lip gloss. So that's that. Pucker up. I'm excited to be able to do this video because this is one of those things where people ask me about it. If you are in Greener Pastures Utopia, people have asked me before, what do I do? How do I get my skin the way it is? And if you followed my journey for an extended period of time, you know that I got into the space of alternative medicine because of my skin, because of the skin condition that I was diagnosed with and able to treat through natural things like what we're about to do internally and externally. So I'm super excited to be able to share this information with you. Two things we will be doing. We will in fact be making the mask. We'll be applying it on our face. Well, I will be, and you will be watching, and hopefully you'll do it as well, because I'll have the link for everything that you need in the comment section. In addition, we're going to be talking about the benefits. So buckle up. We are going to get started. And I don't know. It can get weird. It could get normal. My kids, like, if you follow me, you know that this is real life. My kids are in the vicinity of our RV. My daughter is sleeping. It's Sunday. It's supposed to be my self-care day. So I use this time to relax, take in deep breaths, and pretend that I'm at a spa. Especially the last Sunday of the month, I just pretend I'm at a spa somewhere, living it up, and all the things, and people taking care of me. And then I snap back and realize that, hey, I'm home and I have to do my own stuff by myself. So here we are. It is super easy. You can do it from anywhere. I mean, even if Joe Biden ends up watching this, he could do it from the comfort of his basement. That's just, you don't have to go anywhere. You can do this from home. So get ready. You'll be able to do it from home. And let's while we get into it, let's talk about why this is so important and why we need to do this. And I find that the people that most need to do this are either you are going through your journey, you're going through your process, and you're transitioning from using toxic products and you want to get more into using toxin-free products. So you want to start off with a fresh, clean canvas like we are doing right now. So if that's the case, usually, or if someone has like acne prone skin or they're breaking out a lot, I don't have any blemishes or anything right now because I've really in the past year or so started focusing on my skin and what I do with my skin, and this process is part of it. And without further ado, we are going to be featuring, did you see that? You didn't see that? Okay, it just spilled on me. So I might edit that out or might not. It might end up in the outtakes. So we are featuring this here. It's the Aztec Secret health and beauty. And if you are in Greener Pastures Utopia, it's the free community on Facebook where I help people like you, and it's family focused, so it's not just me, it's a number of different people. You can go in Greener Pastures Utopia or I'll put it in the descriptions as well. Hold on, wait, something funky just happened with the camera. I am not exactly sure what's going on, but anyway, it's bit.ly/Greener Pastures Utopia. And it's a free community where we focus on creating generational health, wealth, and knowledge of self. One of the aspects of health is making sure we reduce the amount of toxins that we put on our body. So we're always talking about things in there. So if you're in there, you have seen my recipe for, I have not done a video about this. It'll probably get a little awkward if I started doing a video about my detoxing my armpit. But I've used this same thing with a slightly more complicated recipe on how you can do a armpit detox. So if you're in that group, or if you want information to get in that group, I will put it in the description. So we're going to use bentonite clay, and rule of thumb when you're using bentonite clay is to you can't use metal. So I'm using a spoon, and I think a spoonful will be fine. It might be a little more. I want a thicker consistency, so I'm using a spoonful here. And like I said, it's going to be the simplest recipe. And I'm putting it here in my mortar. Is that the mortar? This is the mortar and that's the piston. Anywho, I got it from my Everglades University, my alma mater. All right, so we're doing that. And while we get it together, while we figure it all out, I find the reason it is so important to do this is, like I said, if you have blemishes, if you have acne prone skin, even if you have, this has been used centuries and centuries. Even if you have things like eczema and psoriasis, and you know that that's part of the condition that I dealt with for a number of years and was dealing with it with topical steroids, we found in treating it, bentonite clay, scientists have found that in treating it with bentonite clay, it has a lot of healing properties for the skin. And that's one of the reasons why. And bentonite clay has anti-inflammatory properties as well. But the biggest thing and why we're using it on the mask today is its ability to detoxify your skin. So like I was saying, if you're transitioning from toxic products, things that have heavy metals in them, or things that have, I talked about this recently, if you've been using things that have like bug juice in them, a number of different things, you want your pores become clogged, and our body absorbs things. Our skin is our largest organ, so it's constantly absorbing things, and we want to be able to pull those toxins out of our skin. And doing this, it binds the properties, the things that are in the clay binds, and it pulls out these toxins from your body, and it does the same thing to your face, and it's beautiful. It is amazing. It is what keeps, aside from my night serum and my day serum and my sunscreen, because I always wear sunscreen, and I don't subscribe to this notion that people of color should not wear sunscreen. You should wear sunscreen, and I do wear sunscreen. So we'll talk about like what I use to moisturize my skin towards the tail end of this. But for right now, that's one of those things where I think that it is extremely important for you to use this if you are dealing with certain dermatitis, or if you, like I said, have acne prone skin. And how old do I look? I'm going to tell you, I'm not one of those people that's afraid to tell you. How old do I look? I know with this hairstyle, I look almost, like 12 years old probably with this hairstyle. But I'm going to be 32. I know the bags are giving it away a little bit, but I'm going to be 32, and my skin is the best it's ever been, especially since I'm not putting the steroids that I was putting. Now, we have already put like a spoonful of the, here it is in here, spoonful of the clay into, ooh, look at that, you see that? Spoonful of the clay into this mortar and piston kind of thing. And now we're going to put like a cap full of water. And what I'm using, you can probably, I think spring water would be good, or even distilled water, because you don't want to use something like tap water if you're on like city water or anything like that. You do not want to use tap water and put it, because like I was saying, the bentonite clay is going to pull things out of it, and you don't want it to be absorbing and putting on your skin things that are in the city water, because that's a story for a different day. So I'm just using some bottled alkaline water here, and we could do a video another day about the benefits of alkaline water. And I'm putting in here, I have a capful. So I'm putting a capful, and I'm going to see what that capful does. Like if it gives it the consistency that I want, you see? So it's thicker than I would, maybe. Okay. I think it is going to give me what I want. I might just put like half a capful now. And other people have recipes online, and they, okay, that was not a half, so I'll just make sure I put in a half, because I don't want it to be too watery. And if you like your mask to be like a thinner layer, then by all means, make it more watery. If you want it to be thicker, because I told you, I feel like I'm going to be in, like, this is going to be a spa. Hopefully my daughter doesn't wake up in between me doing this, but I'm really envisioning a spa here, so I need it to be thick and rich. And some people put lemon in there. Some people put apple cider vinegar. To be honest with you, I really try to limit things that I put on my skin, and especially on my face. So I don't want to tell you to put apple cider vinegar. If you want to test an area first and do that, then go by all means do that. But for me, I keep it simple when it comes to my face, especially because I know that this is going to help with balancing, and it doesn't require much. So you don't have to add the apple cider vinegar, you don't have to add the lemon to make it, oh, I gotta make it better. You don't, it's already good, it's already amazing, it's already great. So you don't have to try to make it greater, or like my husband likes to say, just to aggravate me, because he knows it's not a word. He says gooder. gooder. You want to make it gooder? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this paintbrush, which is not like a makeup brush or anything. It's my kid's paintbrush. So I'm trying to make sure I avoid the metal part, and I'm just going to paint it onto my face and chest. Okay, so I'm going to put my hair back, because it looks like it's going to get messy, very messy. Okay, so I'm just going to paint it all over. And there's clumps in here. I don't want to keep you all day, so I might just fast forward through this, because I'm going to mash it a little bit more, because I don't like that. And then maybe put a little more water, because I don't like what it's doing. It's a little too clumpy there. It's a little too clumpy. Oh, Lord. These are going to end up being bloopers towards the end. We shall see. Okay, so I think I'm getting it where I want it to be. Oh, yes. Yes. Yes, sis. And guys can do this. My husband totally did the armpit detox with me recently. And there's pictures of it in the group. He's a trooper. Doing all this like hippy dippy crunchy stuff with me. He's the best. Oh Lord. And if you are one of those people, you don't want your husband to see you doing all of this extra stuff, then you don't have to. Be very careful with around the eyes. You don't have to do it in front. I literally just told you to be careful with your eyes, and look what I did. Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul. Whew. Nope, not editing that out. This is real life. I don't know how these influencers online, all their videos are always like so perfect. Whenever I do a video, it's always something. It's always. And try not to get it too much in your eyebrows, because yeah, it's not that easy to get out once it dries. But do as I say, not as I do. You're gonna see that a lot in my videos, because like I said, I'm not a professional. I'm a real mom. I have 3 little children, one of which is taking a nap, and she could wake up any day, but this rain might keep her out a little bit, and she was outside earlier. But like, I'm a real person. Like, you could really touch me. Look at, I didn't even clean that out and said, you know, I want it to look perfect. I want it to look perfect. I want it to look perfect. I want it to be, okay, you see my eyebrows? Yeah, I totally forgot that I just told you not to do this. Anywho, like I was saying, if you're transitioning from toxic makeup, the reason you don't want to use toxic makeup is because all of that is absorbed into your skin. And when it's absorbed into your skin, over time, it causes problems. And that's probably why we have a lot of like chronic health. Okay, hold on. How cute. Oh, Lord. Oh, my word. Now my lips look even bigger. Yeah, so those things get into your body and into your system and wreak havoc over time. I have an attorney friend of mine that was talking about how there are class action, like companies do this thing where they figure out how much they can get away with putting a toxic chemical in their products. Like, oh, if these people use it for X amount of years before seeing side effects, we can make X amount of dollars, and by the time we have to pay them out, I can't remember the word, I'll probably look it up and put it somewhere right here or right there, that word that they use to describe how they could do that. But if you know that companies are doing things like that, be sure to look at ingredients. Research. Don't just do this, because I know there's a lot of apps, and I even recommend some of these apps that you can look at products and see. And if you're in Greener Pastures Utopia, you can go ahead and utilize some of these apps that I've recommended in the past and see, is this good, or is this product good? But at the same time, you should also be looking at individual ingredients, because sometimes they change individual ingredients on you without you even knowing. And then what? Then you don't know. So each time you're buying something, look at the ingredients. This is supposed to be water, and it's supposed to have electrolytes. Make sure it has those things, and go from there and check to see what makes it this and what makes it that. Because one ingredient can make a big difference. And if you're one of those people that think it's okay in small dosage, then that's you. But for me, I want to live as healthy as long as possible. So I'm going to pause this, because I could go on and ramble, and I don't want to have to do that. So I'm going to pause this. I have this on my face. I'm going to leave it on my face for at least 20 minutes. I'm going to come back before I wash it off to let you see what it looks like once it is hardened. And then we will go from there. I'll wash off my face. I'll show you what I put back, because this is going to pull things out. So your face is going to be kind of dry, and you are going to want to know what to use to bring the moisture back, to bring your face back to life, sister, friend, or brother, man watching this. You're going to want to bring it back to life, because right now I still look good, but kind of like a good looking dead person. You know what I mean? Anywho, we will be back. You and I, we're going to finish this. So hold up, wait a minute. My apologies if I'm not as happy as I was before, but I can't even smile. I can't laugh. Well, I was laughing with my son, as you can see, so I started cracking, but it's been about 20 minutes. So I left this on for about 20 minutes, and now I'm about to go rinse it off. Again, I'm going to be using this same face bar right here, this charcoal face bar. I'm going to rinse it with water and just kind of rinse off my face. And then I'll be right back to tell you what I'm going to do, because just like it's dry, and right now my skin is going to be dry because I just pulled everything out of it, all the toxins out of it. So I'm going to have to bring the moisture back in. So I will be back. Gosh, this is so weird. All right, bye. Okay, this is literally the strangest thing. I've done this before, but it's just like every time I do it, it never ceases to amaze me how soft my skin feels. Oh my god, my skin feels so soft right now. Jabari, what did you say your skin feels like?
It feels so good.
You compared it to whose skin?
It feels like my baby sister's skin right now.
Like Safari Rose's skin. He says that his skin feels like... Okay, you can go now. He said that his skin feels like his baby sister, because that's how... Oh my god, my skin feels amazing. Okay, so we don't want to just leave our skin like this. We do want to protect it. And the way that I protect my skin every day is by putting on sunscreen. So the sunscreen that I use, this one right here, what I do is I mix a little bit of this, and all of this will be in the description. So I have like a day face cream that I use, and I have this sunscreen that I use. So usually I put like half a pump of my, and this is toxin free. It is vegan, toxin free, non-GMO, gluten free. So I just like put like half a squirt of sunscreen, and then this is also vegan, non-GMO, gluten free, toxin free, and it has so many beneficial like oils in it that help out with your skin and bringing the moisture, the nutrients back, the nourishing nutrients, the nourishment back to your skin, the moisture, and help protect it, because we just stripped it of everything, all the microbes that were going to be clogging our pores to cause blemishes. Now we are brand new people. So right now I just mix the two in my hand, and then I put it all over my face, near my eyes, and bring the moisture back to my face. My skin is still gonna be like baby soft, but I like, okay, I'm gonna put a little bit more. I was being a little, I was being a little stingy with that right there. Okay, so right there, mix it together. In the description, all of this is going to be in the description below, but my face feels so soft. It's so amazing. It is fully moisturized now. So if you're doing this and you are not moisturizing your skin back with things that are going to basically help it, and I know this has like a number of organic oils in it. Jojoba oil, it has aloe vera, it has sesame seed oil, and these are organic in here. So it has a number of different things that are going to basically add life back into my face. And oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see it, and you might have noticed that I went extra under my eyes, because I feel like those, when I do like the mask like that, it helps with my eye, because I have one of my eyes that the elasticity, I guess, under the eye, so it bags easier. So this is what I do. This is the process that I go through for my face, my self-care. I just had a whole thought, well, I said self-care, but you clearly saw my son jump into the self-care. So this is my process. Put a little bit of sunscreen on my neck, and I'm mixing it with my, I'm gonna put some on my neck and the back of my, on the back of my hands. Oh, I feel like I should have did that to my whole body, but maybe when my husband comes home, I'll help him help me. Anywho, that is that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was of value to you. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button. If you have any questions, I'll see you in the comments and the description, the link for the group if you want to join the daily conversation about all things to help improve your home, your hope, your health, your happiness, and creating generational health, wealth, and knowledge of self. That's the place to be. As always, I'm Rosalind of RareByRosalind.com. I show up online to help people like you, and I wash my face again. Hold on. Let's moisturize those lips. Let's moisturize those lips one last time. I show up online to help people like you improve your home, your hope, your health, and your happiness. I'm super excited to hear your feedback on this video and how you like that simple recipe to make your own face mask and take care of that skin, sis, bro. All right, bye.